So we getting ready to get started here. Again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I just want to thank everybody for basically joining my live. But I want to get started here because I'm trying to figure out is what took people so long to keep donating to this man and you don't call the man out on his BS. That's what I'm still trying to figure out here. I'm trying to understand. Somebody please help me understand this. Why did it take people so long for Umar Johnson? I'm gonna be quite real with you. Why it take people so long for Umar Johnson to finally get caught out? I'm still trying to figure that out. Why did it take so many people to now take this man to court? To his donors, to everybody that's a part of Umar Johnson, I'm apologize for you. I feel sorry for you. I really do. But at the same time, we do this to ourselves. Umar Johnson is a crook. The man is a crook. This man doesn't make sense. And I've been telling people on this YouTube platform, on my Instagram and Facebook, I told people this man was never going to have a school open. Because first of all, and this is what I need everybody to understand, anybody that's ever who's ever worked for any school district, whether you've been a principal, you've been a teacher, superintendent, you worked on the board of any school, whether it be a high school, charter school, elementary, middle school, whatever school, especially university level. We all should know what happens with universities. Okay? Anybody that's ever been a part of building a school from the ground up, like LeBron James and Jalen Rose, those are just two athletes that actually built the school from the foundation up. Like they built the team, they got their team, they put their money in and built the school up. Y'all understand it takes a board, it takes people around you. You got to be in meetings. And what I'm trying to figure out is, where was Umar Johnson's secretary? Where was Umar Johnson's treasurer at? Where was Umar Johnson's, if you was part of his donors, why wasn't he having meetings? Or did he ever have meetings discussing how they're going to put the school, the location in? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it don't make sense for any of this to happen. It don't make sense for Umar Johnson to be under investigation unless he had been scamming the whole time and people just was delusional. That's the only way to come up with this. That's my only explanation between all this. But again, for the donors, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Because you all wanted somebody to look up to. You all wanted a hero. A lot of you looked up to Umar Johnson as this black hero. And yes, the man has some good talking points. I give him that. The man says a lot of things that's true. But the facts remain is that he took your money, thousands of dollars, okay? He took your money and basically spent it on going to hotel, rental cars, going around the world, to Africa, going to Europe, Sweden, all over the place. We see him in many lives around the world, traveling all across this country, going from town to town, taking air flight to air flight. Was it his freak offs, his freak trips, or whatever you call those the other trips he be doing? Umar has even tricked that money on strippers. Sukihana. We all know who Sukihana is. But what I'm trying to figure out is, why didn't most of you call this man out all this time? And this what also baffles me. This is why I'm still trying to figure this out. To the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, Ebro, all of you on the Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, the podcast from Don't Call Me White Girl, that podcast, Art of Dialogue, that keep happening on there multiple times. Now, we've already seen Remy Martin, Roland Martin, Roland called him out a long time ago. He fell out with Roland Martin. We said we had Tariq Nasheed have a fallout. He fell out with a lot of other platforms. But to the main ones who keep bringing Umar on there time and time again, Art of Dialogue and everybody else I just mentioned, why didn't you ask Umar Johnson's questions when you gonna get the school back going? When you gonna get the school going? When was the school gonna be officially done? That's what I'm trying to talk to right now. That's this whole time y'all allow Umar to go on y'all platforms, and I get it. Y'all needed the views and y'all get the money, but why didn't y'all call Umar out on his nonsense? Like you have called out a Neon, anybody else that you feel have disrespected the black community. Umar Johnson has disrespected the black community for over 20 years now with this school scam, because that's what it is, a scam. Now, let me fill everybody in on what's actually going on here. Okay, so it's all been announced. Okay, Umar Johnson is under investigation. Okay, and if y'all see me looking around, I'm on multiple screens. On multiple screens right now. I'm on my YouTube and my Instagram right now. Shouts out to all my followers and subscribers. By the way, just to continue on. And anybody want to come on live, I'll give you opportunity to, and I want to mostly hear from Umar Johnson's, before I get started, I want to hear from anybody that supported Umar Johnson. I want anybody to come on this live. Anybody that want to come on this live and talk to me. It's mostly, I want Umar Johnson supporters. Anybody that's ever donated to Umar, I want to see what you got to say. How you feel about him being investigated? Because God don't like ugly. He don't. And me being a man of God and a foundational black American, it's hard to be FBA when you got people like Umar Johnson that's leading the movement. He is not a leader. That's not the example of a leader. No, Birdie, I wouldn't say Trump is a university of scam. I wouldn't say Trump is necessarily scamming, but he is scamming university. Umar is a scammer. I agree with you on that one. Umar Johnson been scamming around the world universally, everywhere. That man went, everywhere, even Asia, China, scamming. But I'm still trying to figure this out. To you Umar Johnson subscribers, Nick Cannon, all of you, including the celebrities, like I said, the ones who really was messing with Umar and you interviewed Umar, why didn't you check Umar a long time ago? But let me tell everybody what's going on here. So now, Marianne Lorna was the first one reporting this because she's part of the donors that's taken to court. Umar Johnson is officially under investigation with the feds as of this past weekend. I believe this is on the 13th, 12th or the 13th. On Valentine's Day, he started crashing out like he always does. But he's officially under investigation right now. The feds is looking into all the money that this man has spent over the last 20 years. Because there are donors, people right now, they're getting frustrated. They're getting tired of waiting. They're like, look, Umar, we didn't give you all this time for the school and you've shown us nothing. Absolutely nothing. So they didn't got sick and tired of it. They didn't contact their lawyers. Their legal team is looking into Umar right now. Now, anybody knows that if you get hit up by the feds, you in some real trouble. We already seen what happened with Sean Combs, Mr. P. Diddy himself, the freak-off man who's serving time now. Feds got him 2 years ago. We seen him get raided. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to Umar in 4 scenarios a little later on. But what's going on right now is the feds got that man under investigation right now. The feds is watching him now. That means Umar's Cash App that he been using for years, or hit the Cash App. Hit that Cash App. That's now being under investigation. PayPal, they finna seize that. His bank account's finna get seized. Umar ain't gonna be able to take out. He really ain't finna be able to take no money out now. See, he was lying at that first time. See, last year Umar be running a game. See, he think people are stupid, right? When Umar says, "Oh, my Cash App, my bank accounts is frozen. Can y'all be willing to donate?" No, he was lying then. That man just needed money. Now, salute to Lennon Honor. Or Leno Honor. Anybody knows who Leno Honor is? Leno Honor was one of the main ones who have been putting Umar on blast for scamming. Okay? He has a whole documentary. He already has one documentary about the school then. Umar's earlier days. The second one is based on the one from the school in Philadelphia that he bought, but he still won't open. Okay, but Leno Honor been calling him out. Also, I want to say salute to Lene Stacks. That was Umar Johnson's caretaker. Actually, take care of his mama that he paid. He had a relationship where he fell in love with her in Kansas when he spoke out there, because that's what Umar does. He's a Rolling Stone. The man goes from woman to woman, right? But Lene Stacks was caretaker for his mother for a few months. He was staying out there in Philadelphia, and he'll fly her back and forth from Kansas to Philly to take care of his mom when he be out of town going on these trips. Also, Monty Woodgrain, who's another Philly guy, he exposed him too. Salute to Monty Woodgrain. He's one of the first ones that put Umar Johnson on blast. But no, Umar is going down. He's going down, y'all. Because what the feds go do, feds go look at all his transactions. That's one. Anybody know about the feds? They look at all your transactions. I mean, everything. From start, they gonna know when you first started. They gonna look at Umar Johnson from when he first began the school scam around 2010, 2011, all the way up until 2026. They're gonna look at everything. So when we hear on the news that this court he got a court date set, and you're gonna hear stuff being reported, because this ain't gonna be this is only the beginning, y'all. Oh, this is only the beginning. Bernie gonna say, so he's like a Bernie Murdoch. He played the white man game. Now he's going to find out. Oh yeah, bro, you're right, Bernie. Hey, Bernie, you're right. He's finna go down. Oh, he's going down big time. Oh, Umar. See, y'all gotta stay. Umar done pissed off a lot of people, y'all. He got a lot of. That man got people he owed money to. On top of that, there's people that man owes money to. Not only does he owe money to these donors, that man owe money to the pusher. That man got a drug man he deals with. Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, and this is one thing Leno Honor pointed out. If you often see Umar crash out, you can tell that man is on that coca. You know, on that powdered sugar, booger sugar, whatever you want to call it. The YT girl, whatever the name you have for that drug, he on drugs heavy. Not only is he on that coke, he on some other stuff. Yeah, but he's snorting. That. You know he go like that? Yeah. Umar's on that stuff. He on that crack, them rock, rolling rock, whatever you want to call it. He on that stuff. And he's an alcoholic too. Oh yeah. That's where some of this money been going. Y'all gonna find that out too. Oh yeah, the feds. And again, people, I mind you, we live in a time now where there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras on every traffic light. There's cameras in every neighborhood. There's drones. There's cameras everywhere. We're in the social media age. Not only are the feds go track his transactions, they go look into his phone calls, everything. The baby mama, and watch his baby mamas come out. Watch at least 2 of the 3, because he got 3 baby mamas. But watch at least 2 of his baby mamas come out. That means Anisha's mama, and then his youngest, the second one. There's a third one. Allegedly, there's a third one that's been reported. There's a third one. Lennon Honor, and there's another YouTuber that actually, there's people that did some digging on Umar. There's a third baby mama coming out. He gonna have at least 3 baby mamas coming out. And y'all gonna really find out. Oh, they coming out. And I guarantee you, see, watch this, y'all. Now that Umar's on the investigation, watch the same people that interview Umar gonna be interviewing his ops. The ones he be calling out on his he be crashing out when he be in on his mama's closet. Watch his 3 baby mamas. Y'all pay attention to them 3 baby mamas. They gonna start coming out. It's either gonna be Art Dialogue, it's gonna be the Breakfast Club, Vlad TV. They finna start coming out. Just like what happened to Robert Kelly. Oh, he finna get it too. Oh yeah, Umar. You gonna see now. The one thing about Lennon Honor has used his platform. See, Lennon Honor don't just be talking about Umar all day. Lene Stacks, Marianne Laurent, Umar Johnson's nephew came on there. And Umar Johnson's nephew came on there and said that Umar ain't been even taking care of his mama. He won't let nobody even see their own mama. Umar Johnson's nephew, who I'm not going to mention his name, just out of respect right now. You can go on Lennon Honor's YouTube channel. You can check that interview out yourself. But Umar Johnson's own nephew, people, I can't make this up. He said that Umar won't let nobody see his mama at all. Him, the nephew of Umar Johnson, can't even see his own grandmother. And who does that? Who in their right mind keeps his mama from seeing the rest of her family? Huh? Who? Who does that? The young man said it. I can't make it up. Umar is that low down of an individual. He keeps his mother isolated from the family. She couldn't even see her own sister when she passed away. And I don't mean to put the man's family on blast. This is just what's been reported on Lennon Honor's podcast. Just last year alone. Lean on honor as people. There's been other guests that other brothers that came on there and testified how Umar is. Umar's personality, what I've also found out, is not like what he portrays on camera. See, what you see on camera, that's just a show. That's just a persona he puts on. He has personas. But off camera, Umar is a completely different person. Even Lene Stacks even said it herself too. He's a completely different person. The man has issues outside this camera. But he crashes out. We see what's happening. Umar been getting cooked by the entire black community. But I haven't, and see what the sad part about it is? You get his fan base that try to deny it because they worship Umar. I had a young man on here, I never forget. This was like a year ago. It might have been over 9 months ago. Try to argue with me about Umar. And I told him, like, look, bro, why do you believe in Umar when Umar's never going to get a school going? I kept trying to tell him who Umar is. He wouldn't listen to me. Me and him kept going back and forth. Now what do we got to say now? After I warned this dude was going to scam you. I'm look, bro, you donate to him, you're wasting your money. I tried to tell this young brother. And I can show y'all the messages, but I'm not going to do that now. But I got the messages on here. Oh, yeah, I got it stored for this moment. Because people thought I was BSing. I made videos about Umar. Y'all can go back on my YouTube channel, ZTV1990. Or you can go on here and look at some of the videos of Umar talking. And see, this is what really pissed me off about Umar. Umar has been speaking inside churches, y'all. He spoke inside churches. There have been pastors who allow Umar to speak in a church, in the house of the Lord. Talking about the Bible, talking about all this stuff. Meanwhile, this man is living a sinful lifestyle of stealing. To scam anybody is a sin. You stealing money. The black community has trusted Umar with the money, and this man steal. No, Umar was never going to build a school. That's the one thing I don't like about Umar. It's why I can't take him seriously. The only thing I really agree with Umar is about how the Democratic Party is. But that's a subject for the day. I'm not going to talk about the Democrats right now. Yes, again, Umar has some good talking points. The man is a silver-tongued devil. He knows how to speak. He knows how to articulate. The man has all these degrees. He has his master's, his PhD. He got a bachelor's AA degree. But y'all, somewhere along the line, Umar Johnson went mad. He went mad crazy. In between him on these drugs, him not taking care of his daughters. And let me ask everybody a question too, for all you people from the Pan-African community. And I'm just saying this respectfully, y'all. Okay? Everybody that believed in Umar, that fell for this scam. And again, I mean this respectfully. Gonzani, what's up? I say this respectfully, Law. And again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to kick you while you're down. Let me just ask you a question here. As a man, black man at that, what black man promises to save black boys? I'm trying to save your black children. Daughters too, girls. He said this to boys and girls. He'll open up a school for not only black boys, but for girls. Okay? This is him in his past. But what man that's well educated, got all these degrees, says he's a school psychiatrist, say he's a principal, vice principal, all this stuff, right? All these titles. What man, what kind of a man says, I'm saving your children, but he doesn't even save his own daughters? Huh? Y'all, please ask me that. Huh? What man says he gonna save somebody else's children and can't save his own kids? Please, I want to know. I want to know. And I know I got people that's gonna come on this live hating on me. That's fine. I'm gonna get people coming on my comment section. That's fine. But again, for you Umar Johnson supporters, that's gonna call me the coon. I'm a Sambo. I'm all this stuff, right? That you're not calling Umar, because Umar will be the real Sambo here. Okay? Umar will be the real sellout here because he sold out for that money. But again, what man gonna open up a school and make no effort to open it up? We still been waiting. We've been waiting since 2019, 2020. I know people, including my own family, that have donated to Umar Johnson, and this school's not, still, he hasn't got it going. There's no grand opening. But check this out. Again, now, for those that know, I posted his daughter on here, Anisa. And I told everybody, we need to pray for Anisa, his oldest daughter. His oldest daughter, we've seen it. That woman been going through some drama in the last year. Where's Umar Johnson? Huh? Y'all, please ask me that. Where's Umar for his own daughter? Why we don't see this man going live with his own daughter? Huh? Why? Why is Why is Umar not with his children? Huh? His daughter needs him. He's not there. Yet we see this man going to Africa and Ghana, which, by the way, he got dual citizenship. I'm gonna get to that a little later. I know why he has dual citizenship in Ghana. It's real obvious, but we're gonna get to that in a little bit. But again, why is Umar not seeing with his daughter? And his daughter was in the hospital last year too, by the way, because she had a mental breakdown. The woman almost lost her life because she had suicidal thoughts. I'm praying for Anisa Shoemake. I really am. And even his daughter said he's not there for her other younger sister. Anisa found out she got sisters that she don't even know because of him. Why is he not there for his kids? But he gonna take care of somebody else's children? And y'all all fell for it. I didn't fall for it because the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost told me that man is not to be trusted a long time ago. I've thought about donating to Umar many times. But time and time again, Umar showed me he's somebody not to be trusted. But again, that's the real question. A man that don't take care of his kids is not somebody that should be called a leader. That's not somebody that should be a principal of no school. Ever. But again, to you Umar Johnson supporters, did you ever ask him, why didn't you take care of your daughter? Huh? Did you see Anisa in the hospital? This man didn't even attempt to go see Anisa when she was in the mental home. Never once. Yet this man got the nerve to tell her what she should or shouldn't do. And you ain't been in her life. She even said it. He has not been in her life at all. For years. She was in elementary school. Huh? Or is there another reason behind that? Now, I'm not going to get into that side of it because Umar got a very nasty side. He is a predator. And another thing, on Lean on Honor's podcast that I've been watching, because I was subscribed to him over a year ago. If you notice about Umar, he's very he's a pedo, bro. He's very nasty, people. He's very perverted. When he talks about the cookie, or my butter pecan cookies, my chocolate chip cookie, my caramel, my apple fudge, he's talking about the bots. If you get what I'm saying, I'm gonna try to keep it clean on these platforms because I know how TikTok and YouTube get. But he's talking about sex. He's talking about a woman's privates. That's just keyword for it. And he associated with food because he's out of shape and fat. But again, the man ain't taking care of his own children, so why should he be trusted with other people's kids? And on my YouTube video, I got a video of him even said what he gonna do to somebody in the school. The man is talking about corporal punishment back in the day when teachers used to be allowed to hit kids at school, whoop them, like in a Catholic school. And you wonder why let's just say that Umar's trying to take things old school. Because I don't want to say things that could get me hit with a strike, but Umar said some very inappropriate things about what he gonna do to these children in his elementary school, or his grade school, should I say. And one of them is he gonna bring in a belt, or we're gonna pound your chest in. He said this. I can't make that up. Again, y'all can go look at Leonard Honor's documentary on Umar. There's videos of him saying it. He gonna pound boys' chest in when they act up. He got a room for him, a punishment room. When we all know full well, in today's time, those type of rules they're not allowed. They're forbidden. They're outlawed. Should no teacher put their hands on somebody else's child? Anybody put their hands on my kids that are in school, attending still, the ones that are in grade school, I'm going to find that teacher personally, and I'm going to get a one-on-one with them in private. Oh, yeah. They're going to feel my wrath. Anybody lay their hands on my kids, I'll be you know what. I ain't the one. You ain't gonna put your hands on my children. But Umar has actually said that he's willing. He's gonna whoop somebody else's. He gonna discipline somebody else's children in his school. He said this. So again, I'm trying to figure this out, man. Y'all didn't know by now. Why would people continue to donate to that? Because you're part of the reason why we're in this predicament. The people that kept donating to Umar, you kept enabling that man to keep this thing going. And then there was people like Marquette Devon Burton who have also started calling out. And this is what I understand about the Satanist Center. And he another one that lost his other YouTube platform. If y'all didn't know this, man, Marquette Devon Burton, the Satanist Center, had to change his entire platform. He don't call himself Satanist Center like that no more. It's basically Marquette for women or whatever that is. But Satan the Sinner recently last year wanted to try to offer to buy Umar Johnson's buildings. But check this out. He said Umar could keep one building and he keep the other building. But I'm like, why? When Marquette Devon Burton was the same man that was basically about to interview Anissa and be talking about the man with his daughter. Marquette Devon Burton is also on his own podcast, his own platform, has had people coming on there and he's been insulted. Said that Umar Johnson is a good for nothing. He's this and he that. The man don't watch his calories. Marquette Devon Burton has insulted Umar on his platform. He's even called Umar out for not educating none of these children. But why are you going to buy this man buildings and still allow him to still use them and scam the black community? I don't get that neither. But Marquette Devon Burton is full of crap too, man. I personally don't like him. Y'all see me call the Satan the Sinner out. That man got an issue with me. Anybody that would deny God, say Jesus don't exist, is not somebody that I need to be on following right now. That man denied God in the name of Palestine or Allah. He said God must be on his day off. He really said that disrespectful stuff. When somebody told him, pray to Jesus, gave him advice, he said, oh, you're gone. He blocked somebody for saying follow Jesus. So that's not the person for me. Now you see where Marquette Devon Burton is. He had to start over again. But yeah, you got people like him trying to offer to give Umar all this money to buy these schools, and he does not have no intention of hiring no staff, no teacher, no janitor, no groundskeeper. It takes a lot to get a school going, people. And let me also say this. Because my ministry is Freedom City Church in Uptown Whittier under Pastor Jason Lozano. You know, you can watch him on Go to FCC on YouTube. FCC.org or .com is the website. Yeah, www.gotofcc.com. Yeah, check out Pastor Jason Lozano. He's also on TikTok. Now, Pastor Jason, with his wife, Pastor Liz, as well as the 12 and the other people that is part of his staff, as cool leaders like myself, the 144 and all the other members, the people that attend this church, we all put our time money into building a school that that the children attend, our kids attend. We all put in and helped Pastor Jason build a school. He turned part of his church into a school by day. And we didn't raise hardly nearly the money that Umar raised. Umar raised millions. We raised thousands. I think we might have raised maybe a quarter of the half that Umar bought for the buildings he got in Delaware. But it only took us 2 years to put a school in Uptown Whittier, where we're at now, in our building 1. Complete with playground, basketball court, gym, all of that. That our children that attend that school are provided, including cafeteria, nutrition, meals, all of that. He has teachers hired. See, Pastor Jason Lozano got actual staff. Plus, he's transparent with the money. There wasn't a Sunday that didn't go by where he didn't basically give a report on the renovations of the school and the progress he made. Plus, he's had sign-up sheets. He sent flyers, packets home to parents who potentially want to sign their children up to Freedom Academy, because that's the name of the school, Freedom Academy. Freedom City Academy. He has grades kindergarten through 12th grade. Yeah, kindergarten through 12th grade. So, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, middle school. And he has high school programs, 9th through 12th. He got a 6th through 8th, 9th through 12th. Kindergarten through 5th grade. And on Friday nights is the Freedom City Youth Service. For the kids to have their own Bible service. Just for Friday nights, which I've taken part in coaching kids. I took part in picking children up. I've worked with kids in the past already, in the last 5 years that I served in the ministry. I had the opportunity of picking children up. Shout out to Ed and Edrin, them two the kids I used to be assigned to pick up. I love them boys. They are very smart kids, Ed and Edrin. But them just 2 of the kids I've had a chance to pick up. And I worked with other children that I've also took the opportunity of coaching. Okay? Because we believe in discipleship in all levels, all grade levels. But yeah, it only took us 2 years. From 2020 to 2022, 2022, we was officially open. And kids enrolled. And there have been children that have graduated from Pastor Jason Lozano's school, by the way. So, Umar is full of crap. No, that man could. If that man really wanted to open up a school, if he was really serious about it, and I'm just gonna be honest, y'all, before I continue, if Umar Johnson was very serious about opening up that school would have been opened up in 2023, 2022. It would have been open by now. Yet he'll talk about a King Randall that also got a after school program that he's been doing in his community. He'll talk about Jalen Rose, LeBron James, other men that have opened up schools that are still functioning to this day. Okay, so I just want to get that out the way now, y'all. Umar Johnson has no intention of paying nobody. That man want full control over everything. And it's all his mind. It's all head games. Plus, the curriculum he wants to teach, okay, he says we're independent. Okay, he says we're independent, but look here, bro. And he want the rules he wants to do for the school, bro. You can't do that on American soil. When you're on American land, you got to teach the criteria they want you to teach. No matter if you're a Catholic school or a private school. Charter school, you got to teach it within the criteria that the American government wants you to teach. You just can't do whatever you want to do on American soil. The type of school that Umar wants to build, he might as well go to Africa or Ghana and do that. Now, let me get to my scenarios, y'all. Because this is very important. I need everybody on the sound of my voice to pay attention here. Okay, to what I'm about to tell you. Okay? And I'm being very serious when I say this. I don't mean no harm, but this got to be said, y'all. There's 4 scenarios that's going to be going down with Umar. Especially when this investigation is all said and done, and you got to go before a judge. For scenario A, number 1. Umar's going to lose everything. Okay? He's going to lose everything. He's going to hit rock bottom. Because it sounds like these donors are suing him. There's a lawsuit going on right now. The feds are already investigating all his accounts, right? The transactions, what I told you earlier. So, what's going to happen? The judge is going to have to go force Umar to have to repay that money back to all these donors. That means they got tracks of everybody that's ever donated. They got a list of everybody's names and records and phone numbers, okay? And what's going to happen was there's going to be a settlement. Umar going to have to pay millions of dollars back to every donor that ever gave money to him in the exact amount. From here to Africa. From America to Africa. All over the place. Because Umar has had donors from all over the world. Just like Birdie Brown has just said. He's a universal scammer. That man got to pay a lot of his money back. A lot of these donors are going to be owed restitution. They're going to be owed some type of money. Some type of settlement from this. Marianne already got a settlement for her money. And I think it was around 60 grand or something like that. Because she paid for the documentary for everything. And Umar tried to take advantage of that woman. He already had to settle out of court with her last year. That cost him to take a major hit. And that's where he got that. He went on that live and said, "Oh, my accounts are frozen," all this because he took a hit. But when the judge said that Umar got to pay back all this money to these donors, which is going to be millions of dollars, Umar's not going to have that. So what's going to happen was they're going to take away them buildings from Umar. Officially then. Oh, them buildings going to be gone. All his property going to be gone. They're going to auction all that off. His books, everything gone. That entire building, he's going to lose all of that. And then on top of that, when it happens, we going to also see that Umar's baby mama's going to come out. All his people that's ever donated, they're going to start coming out to these platforms. Like I told you, you're going to see the Breakfast Club. You're going to see Roland Martin. He going to be interviewing people. Because, he definitely going to be loving this. Because him and Umar Johnson, maybe you're going to see Tariq Nasheed interviewing people. You're going to see Leonard Arnold. You're going to see everybody that's had beef with Umar. You're going to see all his people that's ever donated to Umar. They're going to be coming on these platforms. Breakfast Club. Vlad TV. Right? Even DJ Academics may get involved. You're going to get all these platforms. You even going to see Stephen A. Smith talking about it on his show. You're going to see, Nightcap with Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp. Unc and Ocho, they also going to be talking about it on their show. This is going to be global, bro. I'm telling y'all, every TikTok, every YouTuber, everybody going to be talking about Umar Johnson Investigation. And they're going to be having people going live. Talking about it. But again, even his daughter, right? And these are all his children. His youngest daughter going to be saying something. And we going to find out more about Umar. He going to go completely down. It's going to destroy him. Right? That's option A. The judge going to tell him you got to pay people back. Because the people are going to be owed money from the settlement. And Umar is not going to have that. I'm telling you, Umar not going to be able to pay all this money back. And he's on child support at that. And that's been proven already. The man's on child support. So not only does he have to pay child support, he got to pay all this money back to these donors. It's going to destroy that man completely. It's going to ruin him. He going to really be a hobo. Oh, yeah. He going to be the man. Oh, yeah, by the way, the man needs visitation rights. He can't see his daughters without visitation rights. That's another thing, too. Y'all need to take note of that. I told you, the man got a pass. He has a background, y'all. He's a predator. Okay? But, yeah, that's the first scenario. He going to lose everything. It's going to completely ruin him. Scenario B, number 2. Umar's going to wind up going to jail. Because, yeah, all this going to lead to him going to prison. Because the judge know he ain't going to be able to pay on his body back, so the judge going to hit him with them years. The scam people like Umar been doing can land you, it's a serious jail time. Now, yes, people have been making donations, but the problem with Umar is you've been trying to fund an actual school that you got to pay the bills. That's another thing. Umar just can't keep those buildings like that. He got to pay property taxes. You got to pay your taxes. They're going to get filed. That's another thing, people. During this investigation, they're going to have the reports on these taxes he's been paying. See, when you taking donators' money and you paying taxes with it, that's a serious issue right there. That means, and you're paying taxes on the school with people's donation, and you have a school running, and people have been wondering why the school not running, that's a serious problem. That's a serious red flag. So they're going to look at how much taxes he's been paying on these buildings. And he's been paying some thousands of dollars. You got to pay the property tax, all that, to keep the lights on, the gas on, the water on. He's paying that too. But you're paying for this school to be ran, and you're obviously living in it. Come on, let's be honest. Umar Johnson has been living in these school buildings. It's obvious. The man uses these school buildings as storage. But the judge going to have all that on file. The taxes he's paying on these buildings, but you're not running the school. Okay? You can't do that. You're scamming people. You're basically scamming people out of money that they earn, and you don't have nothing going up. You're promising a business because schools are like a business, and you're not actually running it. So, yeah, he's going to wind up getting jail time. Anybody that's with the jail with the fast, they giving you that hard time. They giving you some time. And I guarantee you, his punishment going to be a lot harsher than Diddy's. Because Diddy only going to be in there for maybe a few years. I think he's in jail for prostitution. He beat 3 of those 5 charges. We know what's going on with Sean Diddy Combs. But Umar's punishment going to be a lot higher. He going to get actual time. And that could be maybe 15, maybe 20 years, however else. But they're going to add all that up. So I'm telling you now, man, the feds is coming. So they're going to go to jail. And the feds going to come looking for him. That's another thing, too. You're going to hear about Umar on the run. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they coming. Them boys is coming. Them feds going to come knocking. They're going to come to his mama's apartment. That's her Section 8 housing, wherever that is. Yeah, they going to come looking for him. They going to come all out there where that school is. You're going to see police. You're going to hear about police officers looking for Umar Johnson. And you're going to hear about the messages of Philly. Have you seen him? Oh, yeah. You're going to be a wanted man. Yep. The feds going to be coming out. They're going to come and arrest him. Put him in them handcuffs like this. Oh, yeah. Umar Johnson knows what's up. He knows. Oh, yeah. The feds. Because, see, again, people, you can't keep playing games. This man saying white man this, the white man that. But nah, bro. Like, what about the black man? What about the black woman that you scam? Oh, yeah, the feds is coming. That's going to be B. He going to go down to jail. They're going to take him to prison to detain him. For one, they're going to detain him. You're going to see about him getting arrested in handcuffs, in a car. And it's going to be all over the news. It's going to be all over the place. And then you're going to hear about Umar getting detained. Right? It's going to be on news reports. It's going to be on BET. Oh, yeah. It's going to be all over. They're going to be reporting. Radio station. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be worldwide. He's going to be, you will see about Umar getting detained, awaiting trial. Just like Mr. Don Lemon, for what he did behind that church. It's going to be just like that. Don Lemon going to probably get on it too. Oh, yeah, to get him views. His viewership up. Oh, yeah. That's going to be the second one. He's going to go to jail and get detained and be awaiting trial. Now, here's option 3. This is scenario 3. Number 3, scenario C. We heard A and B, and here's C. I told you earlier that Umar Johnson has dual citizenship in Ghana. And this is recently. He went to Africa, y'all, and got dual citizenship in Africa. So Umar Johnson is going to try to flee the country. Because once all this is going down, y'all, and it's been said and done, Umar going to try to look for a way out. Just like he does with his own kids. Not taking, and that's another thing too. This man went out like a coward when it comes to marrying black women. This is a man who was told black men, and I want to just say this too, y'all. This man was not even there for the black female, the black woman. Okay? This man ran for marrying black women. They tells other people they should marry. Well, when this is all said and done, you go see Umar Johnson running to Africa and abandoning all his supporters, all his donors. That's gonna be the third scenario. You gonna see him going to Africa, because I don't think he's even gonna tell you he's leaving, because once the feds, or once the judge the rule, and they knock that hammer down, and you gotta pay higher money, you got stuff you gotta do. No, you just can't run and leave like that. But what he gonna do? He's gonna try to leave. He got a passport now. Umar Johnson, I believe, is preparing his escape. That's gonna be the third scenario. He gonna try to run to Africa, and we'll never see him ever again. If you hear Umar going like basically MIA completely, that means you don't see him on his Instagram no more. He ain't on TikTok, Facebook, all that's gone. You don't see or hear from Umar at all. You don't see that Prince of Pan-Africanism show up, or Good Today, or whoever he called himself, or Tunde, or Good Today. You don't hear him doing none of this. You don't see him showing up for no podcasts or any of that. You gonna know that Umar gone. Umar gonna benefit the country. Oh yeah. He gonna get on the next, because the man got different aliases, by the way, too. That's another thing. That man got different IDs. Mr. Jermaine Shoemaker's his real name, but he has had other names. He's winning Abdullah Johnson, Abdullah Shoemaker. He got other names, other aliases. That man got other IDs, other passport under different names. I guarantee in Africa and Ghana, he goes by a different name, too. Oh, yeah. That's the third scenario with Umar. He gonna try to leave and become a fugitive. He gonna get citizenship in Ghana. And he figure, America ain't gonna find me over there. That's what he gonna do. But see, he ain't gonna tell nobody. Because this is the thing, man. He's like attention, you know what? He's attention 304. The man loves to be on the camera. He's always got to put himself live on the camera. But once he has to go to jail, or let's say before he goes to jail, let's say if he got to go to court and the judge the rule, and he gotta turn himself in, or he gonna try to leave out this country. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna hear about Umar on America's Next Wanted list. Yeah, that show America's Most Wanted. You gonna hear about Umar. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. But see, Umar ain't gonna tell people he leaving. No, he'll tell you, family, I gotta leave. I'm going MIA. Because normally you would think that Umar would say a goodbye message, right? Once all this is said and done, or he could do that too. Or once Umar know he getting ready to go to appear in court, he gonna say, family, I gotta announce that I'm gonna be going MIA for a while. I'm gonna be taking some time off from YouTube. I'm gonna be taking some time off from Instagram. Y'all, I gotta take care of some business. That's what he gonna say once he know he got a date coming up. Because Umar know he going down. Oh, he knows this time is coming up. But see, Umar is trying to do everything he can to try to avoid that. That's why he needs you all to continue to donate. He's gonna try to say that the renovations are complete, even though we know the renovations ain't done. And that's another thing, people. Before I continue, no renovations ain't close to being done. A school takes a lot of maintenance, y'all. That's why you gotta hire a groundskeeper. You gotta hire an IT guy. For one, how you gonna have a school open up and you don't even have no computers in there? We don't see no laptops. We don't see no desk. There was a man that came on there on Lean On Honor Show and said that he was willing to drive cross country from Carolina all the way to Philadelphia, y'all, and donate some desk, like 30-something desk from his truck. Umar turned him down, went MIA with him. Huh? There have been people that have offered to donate books. We've seen Lord Jamar from Brand Nubian. Went on a podcast with him during COVID, during 2020. And Umar showed his behind. Lord Jamar said, look, brother, we got people that's willing to donate to you. We got some school supplies. My dad opened up a school. He took books and stuff that people weren't using no more. He was able to get a school off the ground, brother. We willing to donate Umar didn't want no help. Umar didn't want no help. There have been people that offered to get the HVAC put in, all of that. There is electricians that contacted Umar. There is actual people that do plumbing that contacted Umar. He didn't want no help. He made excuses not to get the job done because he was scamming y'all for that money. So check this out, right? When he knows that his time is up and he got to go appear in court, he gonna say, yeah, to my donors, to my North American Africans, to my Philly Africans, to my California Africans, to my Norwegian Africans, to my Asian Africans. This is what he gonna say, right? To my Canadian Africans. Y'all know how he does. He does that roll call, right? My Kansas City Africans, to my Brazilian Africans, to my to my Japanese Africans. This is what he gonna say, y'all. He gonna say to my Florida Africans, right? My Orlando Africans, my Miami Africans. This is what he gonna say. I gotta take some time off, y'all. I gotta leave this this Instagram. I'm not gonna be on here for a long time. You're not gonna hear from me, family. I gotta take care of some business. So he gonna go off. He gonna leave y'all. He gonna say his goodbyes, but that's when he gonna be planning to leave. So that's when you know he gotta come in there. Right? So the third scenario is that Umar gonna go to Ghana somewhere and be there for the rest of his life. He ain't coming back to America no more. Because they know he can't be here no more, y'all. He's gonna leave you like he left his baby mamas. All three of them. This is a man who's advocated, who got on black men who look like me for dating outside our race. For bunny hopping. This man has gotten on people who date snow bunnies. Even LeBron James' son, because his prom date was a young girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. Or whatever color eyes she was. And that was a beautiful girl, by the way. But Bronny is free to date who he wants to date to prom anyway. That's not for him to do. But he said that dumb nut stuff anyway. But yeah. Umar gonna leave this country. Y'all, as soon as I'm saying this, watch what he does. You will hear about Umar in Ghana somewhere. He gonna be gone completely. Ain't nobody gonna know where he is. He didn't even left. Because Umar Johnson knows it's gonna be hard to find him in Africa. Oh yeah, he gonna be gone. Out of here. Sayonara. He gonna be gone. Now, and this is the fourth and final scenario. This is the more important one. Okay? And I don't wish no harm on nobody. You know, Lord knows I don't wish no death on nobody, but looking at Umar Johnson, study him, because Umar Johnson has the mindset of a cult leader. He has the mindset of a Jim Jones. Right? All these cult leaders we see on TV over the last 20 years that had all these crazy things happening with their society, Umar Johnson's following is like a cult following, if y'all pay attention. He's like a Marshall Applewhite from San Diego with his cult that ended in tragedy. Umar Johnson could become a danger to himself and anybody else around him. That man got the ego the size of a skyscraper. He got the ego the size of an Eiffel Tower. Okay? It's way up here. Once Umar knows that he going completely down, he can't get no more money, he can't scam the community no more, nobody supporting him, and he knows them sirens is coming, them fast is coming with their cars and trucks, they coming with their amps, they gonna come to get him. This man might do something very, 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 very drastic. I'm gonna tell you that now. And it could involve him inside that school. We could hear about Umar in the breaking news, and then you go hear about I'll just tell you, man, because someone like this is very, very, very. That man can crash out, can hit it very hard. He's very psycho. This is a man who's lost it in here, y'all. Okay? But my fear is that this man does something very, very tragic, and he becomes a danger to himself and anybody else around him. He might do something desperate if he knows they coming to get him. And he going to lose everything. Okay? Because his pride is already, ego is already hurt. You see what he did when Lene Stacks exposed him. Anytime somebody comes out there, whether it be Lennon Honor, Lene Stacks, Roland Martin, Tariq Nasheed, Sanyetta. We saw how he came at Sanyetta, right? Well, let's the feds come after him. We'll hear about this breaking news in Delaware. You see his building being surrounded by cop cars, SWAT team, all of that, and Umar done barricaded himself in and won't come out. Or we see the school getting burned down with him in there. And again, I'm not trying to wish no harm on nobody, but somebody like that, y'all gotta understand it, he's very, 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 very psycho. Umar is somebody that need to be in a psychic ward right now. I'm going to tell you that now, which might happen. I wouldn't be shocked if Umar tried to plead insanity. But he's somebody that's very, very insane up here. This is a man that already don't even take care of his own mama properly. But he is somebody that can't handle his ego being crushed. He can't handle his ego being taken away. All this glory. See, the problem is people have treated Umar like a celebrity. He's like a king. He's in his high horse. But he's somebody that don't want to go down. He ain't going to go down without a fight. I'm going to tell you that off the top. But my fear to him is he does something very, very bad. Where he winds up either kidnapping somebody, man, holding somebody hostage. He's liable to do anything drastic. So y'all need to be careful about Umar Johnson. Now I'm going to be praying for his family. I'll be praying for this situation. But Umar is a very desperate man who does things very diabolical. Now, I don't know if y'all watched The Satan and Sinners. There's a show I used to watch a long time ago called The Satan and Sinner. And in Satan and Sinner, Clifton Powell and the woman, his girlfriend on there. This is the woman who played Ice Cube's mama on the Friday series. Her character, they was coming to get her. They finally coming to get her. And what she did was, her and Clifton Powell's character had an escape route underneath their house. She set the house on fire, and she looked like she committed a, it looked like she took her own life, but in actuality, the woman went under there and escaped and fled the country. Umar might do something like that, where he'll try to get the school. He said, figure, okay, if I can't have this school, nobody else will. You'll see him burn that school down. Oh, yeah. He'll make it seem like he took his own life. Not saying this is going to happen, y'all, but this is seeing what I'm seeing from him. Somebody like talks like he's talking real crazy psycho. I'm telling you, man, he's somebody that lost his mind a long time ago. Umar has the mind of a child. The man throws tantrums like a kid when he can't get his way. This is another reason why he can't get a school going, because he don't know how to listen to somebody. He don't know how to take correction. If he gets a staff, let's say this man was to hire a staff of directors that help him with his money and his accounts. He get he's gonna be the superintendent. Let's say he hires somebody to be a principal. Somebody's teachers and people he interviews. Once they tell him things, he's not gonna be able to handle certain things. He's gonna go off. But the fourth and scenario D, or the fourth option, Umar gonna try to do something that involves him just like passing on. He gonna do something that he don't want to live no more. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is when Umar can become harmful to himself. Once he knows that his whole world finna come to an end. Because everything finna come to an end, y'all. Umar ain't gonna keep doing this forever. These donors done got sick and tired. God don't like ugly. You ain't gonna keep playing with God. And you seen that. He said, there's a video, and I posted on, he said that God done gave up on the black man and black woman. He said this before. But watch what's gonna happen. Umar gonna wind up giving up on himself. He gonna do something very crazy. And we gonna hear about him on the news. Or we're gonna hear about him barricading himself inside that school and not want to come out. You gonna hear about the detective, right? The DA. They're gonna say, Mr. Shoemake, come out that building. He ain't gonna want to come out. He gonna barricade himself. It's gonna be breaking news. Umar, it look like somebody that'll go out in a blaze of glory. Again, we've seen Adolf Hitler, the H-Man. You can't really say that man's name, but we've seen the H-Man, right? In the Third Reich. What happened in World War II, we've seen that, right? We've seen Jim Jones in the past. Marshall Applewhite. There's been many, many cult leaders who went out very, very bad once they know that they were going down. Once they know the feds and law enforcement was coming to get them. So my fear is Umar going to try to do something crazy involving that school. Because Umar feel, okay, if I can't have the school no more, ain't nobody's going to have it. And he's going to do something that involves him inside of it. He's going to do something crazy in there. I'm telling you, he's likely, I wouldn't be surprised. He probably got something like that planned. For all we know, Umar was already planning an escape route this whole time. But my thing is facial punishment. I don't respect nobody that goes out like a coward. I don't. No, Umar got to face what he got coming to him. Umar got to, in my opinion, Umar got to go to jail. He has to. Because you done played the community long enough. He has played the black community far enough. And you all must all understand that Umar can't do this in any other communities, y'all. He cannot do this in the Asian community. He cannot do this in a Caucasian community. Amongst community with the white folks. You know what I'm saying? The suburban and all that, he can't do that. He can't do this with the Samoans. Dwayne Johnson and Roman Reigns, them, you can't do that with they people. They not having it. The Indians, the Native Americans. He can't do none of this with no other community because they would have been called him out. He going to do this with his own kind because he knows that we're forgiving people by nature. As black people, we've been taught to forgive and turn the other cheek. We've been taught to give you other chances, but there are people that they forgive, but they don't forget. And Umar owes his donors money. He owes that money back. But yeah, man. And now that this investigation is going on, you're not going to see him speaking in none of these schools, these colleges. I don't even want to see him in Long Beach State. I'm from Long Beach. I do not want to see Umar back at Long Beach State. No. Should none of these universities, none of these high schools be calling Umar to go speak no more. That man is a bad example to kids. He shouldn't be telling children nothing. He has no business around nobody's kids. This man has no business inside nobody's churches. There's even videos of him. There's a lot of him cussing out and calling a man of God the C word, a C-O-O-N, because the man has chosen to forgive the one who took his brother's life. We're taught as Christians to forgive. Umar don't have unforgiveness. But my thing is, how is Umar speaking inside these churches while he's doing E5 and all this other stuff? So yeah, Umar going down completely, y'all. I'm going to tell you that off the top. Umar's finna go down. He's finna crash and burn very, 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 very hard. Oh, he finna go hard, bruh. Oh, people, you ain't seen nothing yet. But yeah, the 4th October, we're going to see breaking news. We're going to hear about Umar Johnson doing something crazy inside that school building. We're going to see SWAT teams, helicopters. We're going to see all kinds of things going on in that school. Oh, yeah. We're going to see about something crazy. It's going to be breaking news in Delaware. Or you're going to hear about there's a manhunt for Umar Johnson. Either he's going to be barricaded in that school, or he's going to barricade himself at his mama's crib and doing something crazy in there. And I pray that doesn't happen. I pray that don't lead to it. I pray that Umar Johnson turns himself in peacefully. And Umar Johnson needs to tell the truth. That's all I want to hear him. I want to hear him tell the truth. Just admit that you used the donors' money for your own personal lifestyle. Because we seen this man go to Vegas and gamble in casinos. We see him fly all over the world. We seen this man go to Africa numerous times, go to Africa on multiple trips. We hear about different women getting involved with Umar. His own daughter has said he ain't been in her life. We hear about Umar constantly going on these platforms, going on the Breakfast Club, going on Art of Dialogue multiple times. We've seen this. People treat him like a celebrity. He's been on CNN with Roland Martin one time. He's been on there before they had a falling out. He's been on Tariq Nasheed's documentaries. He's been on all this stuff. We constantly see him going on these retreats. We see him speaking he have all these speaking engagements. And my thing is, he's had people in cold, in 20 below weather, painting. He had all these people painting the classrooms. And again, there's been not one student, not one boy or girl has been taught in the last 15 years. And I alone can say that I've done more for young black men and women than Umar Johnson has. My pastor can say that he's done more for children in general than Umar Johnson does. My mama, that's a retired teacher for over 26 years of the Long Beach Unified School District, had done more for young black children, young black boys than Umar Johnson has in the last 15 years. I just want Umar to finally say, and even confess while you're on trial, because he has to confess. When Umar stands trial officially, he got to confess to all of this. He got to answer to the judge. Or even Judge Joe Brown and Dana, the Real Dana podcast, they're going to be talking about this too. Oh, yeah. Judge Joe Brown going to break down all of what's going on with him. All of it. The codes he violated, all that. Judge Joe Brown going to be breaking that down too. Oh, yeah. People, you're not going to keep playing around with God. You're not. And there's not be some consequences. When Umar stands before God, when he passed on, the day it does happen, he got to stand before God for all of this. He got to answer for everybody. Everybody he's ever scammed. Every woman he's taken advantage of. Because again, this man has gotten on, has advised black men like myself and others younger than me to marry a black woman, but he himself has been not married not once to not one black woman that he's had a baby by. Not one. That's what I don't like. And yet you get mad at a Shannon Sharp for marrying a Caucasian woman. With us in America, we're free to marry and date whoever we want. But Umar is doing things, he's telling you to do things that he himself don't do. Yet, he said he gonna open up a school, and there's still no school open. There's still no grand opening. He said it in 2022, September. He announced it. There's going to be a grand opening. He announced it in 2023. There's going to be a grand opening in September. 2024, there's going to be a grand opening in September. 2025, last year, there's going to be a grand opening. No grand opening. He keep pushing it back and forth because he's trying to keep this thing going. He's trying to milk this cow for as much as possible. He can't do it now. And again, his account's finna get seized. He ain't going to be able to open up that pay. He can't go in that P.O. box no more. I advise nobody donate to Umar no more. I advise it. Please, please. If you don't listen to nothing else, I'll tell you, don't donate to Umar no more. Because Umar going to have to pay this money back. He got a lot of money he got to pay back. I'm sorry, y'all. It's never going to be no school. That's never going to happen. I'm sorry, Baba David, because he's on Baba David's podcast, too. That's another elder in the foundational black African community, Pan African. This is on that man's show multiple times. It ain't going to happen. Sorry. Again, people, I know y'all believed in Umar. I know you really wanted to get the school going. I feel you. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I do. But look here. A demon's a demon. No matter what shape and form they are. A demon gonna always be a demon, y'all. Umar Johnson is a demon. That man got serious demons inside of him. You know, and he don't want to change. The man don't want to get help. He should have got help a long time ago. But when you scam it like he is, he ain't gonna change. So Umar need to face his punishment. He need to face whatever he got coming to him. Again, not only does he owe these donuts, he owe people on the streets money. There are people that did Umar favors that he owes money to. You know they coming for him, man. If they don't get him, the feds gonna get him. Oh yeah, I tell you, man. And I pray Umar don't end his own life. But something like that ain't no telling. I pray it don't come to that. But Umar gonna have to face what he got coming to him. And that's all there is to it, y'all. So I'm just telling you this now. Umar Johnson is under investigation. He's going down. He's going down, y'all. So, you know, I just pray that the people get their money back. I pray that at least somebody needs to open up a school. That building needs to be opened up for somebody, man. Like, that man needs to lose his buildings, and it needs to go to somebody that's going to be responsible with it. If you're going to have somebody open up a school, it needs to be somebody that's willing to put in the effort and hire staff, hire groundskeeper, hire teachers, actual teachers, interview teachers. Umar Johnson ain't done not one interview this whole time. So I'm telling y'all this now, man, just for the bottom of my heart, man. Umar, I'm telling you, this is the end of Umar. We see the beginning and the end. Like I said, this is only the first step. This is only the beginning. Again, you're going to hear about some other stuff Umar been doing. And he been involved with. Okay? Things he been doing inside these hotel rooms. Okay? In between the speaker games, you finna hear about all that. You'll hear about more of what went on in Cleveland. While Marianne Lawrence was filming his documentary or his film. Oh yeah. People get ready to come out, y'all. It's going to be just like what happened with Diddy and Robert Kelly. And even Brother Polite. Because he went down to all these people that claim they a black savior. And that's another thing. Umar Johnson has called himself the Black Christ. He's put himself like a Messiah. He said my birthday's on the same day as God. Basically disrespecting all of us believers in Yahweh Yahshua. But he don't care. Oh yeah. He's done that too, man. So, people, thank you so much for tuning in. I don't want to say too much because TikTok tripping right now. But, again, people, I just want to say this now. Be prepared to what happens with Umar in the next few months. Because you're going to hear about Umar and have to go to trial. Umar going to get detained. And all this is getting ready to happen under this investigation. But you're not going to keep taking advantage of the community and things don't happen to you. The man got bad karma. You reap what you sow. Umar Johnson Jermaine Shoemate has sowed bad seeds. The man is an absentee father. I know what it's like to be abandoned myself. Because my biological daddy wasn't there for me. My mom had to take care of me by herself. Now, yeah, my mom did. My parents did remarry. My mom remarried. And she married my stepfather. My stepfather did things that my real daddy didn't do. And I resented my father for years. And I had to muster up the courage to forgive my own daddy for not being there for me. But Umar, he won't make no effort to be in his own children's life. Let alone the women that he impregnated. So, yeah. It's over for Umar. And I do not want to see The Breakfast Club. I don't want to see R. Dollar. I don't want to see Umar back on none of these shows, these platforms. Because those would be the real sellouts. Now, we got to start calling them out. The people that keep giving Umar a platform, you got to start calling them out. I'm serious. The views, all money ain't good money, y'all. That's something my grandpa told me a long time ago before he passed. All money is not good money. I don't care, man. You don't keep bringing somebody like Umar onto your platform. You don't. And I'm looking right in the cameras as I say that. Stop bringing Umar onto your show. Please. Anybody with a podcast, anybody as big as the Breakfast Club, stop putting him on your shows. Stop. Stop doing that. Please, stop it. Stop it. Charlamagne to God, all y'all. I mean that with all due respect. Because there are people that been waiting for too long for this school to get open, and Umar's not putting no money down to hire people to help him get the school going. So why would y'all have him on there? That's what I gotta put out. That's what I gotta say. So I can't get mad and lean on honor. You can't get mad at Lene Stacks. You can't get mad at Marianne Lauren. All these people that's coming at Umar. Y'all gotta stop calling people haters. So Umar took advantage of too many people. There are people that needed that school open, and Umar wasn't doing his part. There are parents that needed their children to have a school open for their children to get the help that Umar promised them. He did not promise them nothing. And now these same kids, these same children have already graduated. They're 18 years old. They're 17 and 19 years old. These are the ones you see graduating this year. The ones that graduated last year and a year ago. The ones that my cousin Clarice's age. Shouts out to my cousin Clarice Grant. She just graduated from high school just last year. And now she's attending Cal Poly Pomona. Yeah, one of the Cal Polys out here in California. But those are the kids that Umar tried to cater to for at school. He promised to open up. Those children are already grown now. They're adults. Okay? So, how long are we going to keep this going? How long? Please, ask me this. To people that's going to call me an Umar Johnson hater. Because I know it's coming. How long are we going to keep this going before you call that man out? And salute to everybody that's been calling Umar Johnson out, by the way. Everybody. Because the entire Pan-African community has had enough. I myself has had enough as a foundational black American. I had enough. As a Hebrew Jew, I had enough. Even the Hebrew Israelites have had enough. There are people that's had enough of this. We get sick and tired of it. And this is because of people like Umar Johnson is the reason why my people don't get taken seriously in this country alone. Why the Democrats like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris don't take us seriously? Because they think we a bunch of sheep. They think we a bunch of idiots. We that stupid. We that gullible. We just fall for anything. No. Ain't happening no more. Umar, that's the last straw. That's the last straw. I know somebody gonna probably show this video. I hope y'all do. Umar Johnson, if you listening, this is it. This is the last straw. You ain't taking advantage of nobody no more. Jermaine Shoemate, you didn't give back that money. Be honest with yourself, brother. Jermaine Shoemate, if you're watching this video, be honest with yourself and stop playing games. Stop playing games with our brothers and sisters. Stop playing games with our kings and queens. You took money from them for years. You scammed them. You took advantage of our people. You took advantage of our children that needed your school. Give that money back. Apologize. Umar Johnson needs to apologize. Okay? And you can't talk about nobody else. Umar can't talk. You can't blame this on another ethnicity. You can't blame this on Trump. No, you can't blame it on him. Trump, Biden, none of them are in the hood like that. You are, Mr. Jermaine Shoemate. You are. You need to apologize to your children. You need to apologize to your baby mamas. Apologize to everybody you wronged. And that includes Africa. Jermaine been scamming them too, the Africans. He's been scamming Africans out of money. It's sad. It's very, very sad that we got leaders in Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, Medgar Edwards, Frederick Douglass, Barbara Garvey, these people who he idolized, was to come back, if God was allowing them to come back in the flesh one time before they go back to their afterlife, and they see what Umar Johnson is doing, they will call him out. Umar Johnson would get called out for this nonsense. That's why I can't take it no more. Our people, my skin color don't have no strong leaders because of him. It's a problem. And you wonder why we continue these generational curses because of people like him. Enough is enough. No more. I don't want to hear about no churches inviting Umar to your platform. Stop bringing that man on there so he can keep this going. Enough is a freaking enough. We're tired of it. Jermaine Shoemate, apologize. I'll say it to his face. I ain't scared of that man. I dare you say something. Jermaine Shoemate needs to apologize for wronging our people. Because, again, people, you can say what you want to say about Trump. Trump ain't doing this to his community. People that look like Trump, they ain't doing this to their community. Oh, no, All these other communities, Dwayne Johnson, right? Elon, again, Mike Fuosaki, all these CEOs, these billionaires, they not scamming their communities. Why is it just Umar Johnson and people like him? These things gotta stop. It's gotta stop. We in Black History Month. We don't deserve this. So, I'm gonna calm down, y'all, but I'm serious. I've had enough of this. This has been going on for too long. Again, people, I got family and friends who have donated to that man. It's not fair. It's not right at all. No, that man needs to apologize. Just tell the truth. All I want him to do is tell the truth. Tell the truth of what he's been doing with that money. Just tell the truth. He's been tricking that money off. Umar Johnson needs to tell the truth. He's been using that money on drugs, alcohol. He's been feeding himself. Stuff in his face. That's why he out of shape. Huh? He been using that money on his hair. Using money to buy all those dashikis. No, man. Come on now. That money's supposed to be used towards the school. That money was to be used towards building a playground for your school. That money was supposed to be used towards renovating every classroom. The ceiling, the tile, all of that. Building an infrastructure for your IT program so you can put laptops and iPads in there. That money was supposed to be used towards hiring teachers, groundskeeper, people to help that school running, buses, all of that. No, he don't care. So, that's it, y'all. I pray that this gets resolved and that people get their money back. Some kind of way. If the government got to do it, hey, the donors, you deserve to get your money back. You need a refund. Umar need to give a refund of that money back. But I know it's not going to happen. I hope it does, but this is what it is. So, anyways, y'all, that's it. And I don't want to hear from you haters. You Umar Johnson supporters, I don't want to hear it. I don't come after me. Because I'm telling the truth. What I'm telling you is facts. I'm tired of it. There are other people that are tired of it too. We sick of it. This is embarrassing. This man tells people to do the very things that he ain't even doing himself. Nah, man. And yet you wonder why our generations, these Gen Z and Gen Alphas are so messed up right now. And they having a hard time. You wondering why things are like it is. Just for black people alone because of people like him. But that's it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. But yeah, that's what's going on now. Umar Johnson is under investigation. We're seeing the end of Umar in this whole scamming. But y'all take care. God bless. And always, I love you.